Honestly, what is going on with the 2024 releases, you guys? It's like so many brands are releasing my favorite types of makeup or doing collabs. We're getting baked products, like tons of highlighters. The new Patrick Ta highlighters released. We're gonna talk about those today and try them on. We're also getting satin foundations, which is so exciting. Iced coffee from Summer Fridays is back. Like, I am so excited. If you guys don't know, I talked about this so much when it came out in the holiday set. It was limited edition and it is back. I'm so glad they decided to make this one permanent. I don't think it's like limited release, but iced coffee is so good. So we're trying everything on today. I've basically got a full face with you guys today, so let's get started. Oh, it always is so scary when I pin my bangs back. I definitely want to try this new e.l.f. foundation. I feel like it's kind of bright. I don't know, hopefully that's not too dark now, but it's the Soft Glam Satin Foundation. It's medium buildable coverage, long lasting. I have been trying this a bit, and the first time I put it on, I was like, this is so amazing. I really, really loved it, but I have tried it multiple times since then, and it hasn't quite matched up to that first time. I don't know what that was. I don't know if it was like first impression bliss or what, but I thought I would swatch them because these were sent to me. So this shade here is the one I've liked the most. This is number 20, Light Cool, and then swatch under that's the shade 14, Fair Cool, and then the last shade here on the bottom, that one's number 15, which is Fair Warm. So I feel like the fair ones seem to be a little too light for me right now. I am gonna prime my skin though. I'm using the V Lighter from Valentino. This was one of my favorite primers, and I actually haven't been using a ton of primer lately. Like, I've just enjoyed letting my skin kind of breathe, and if I'm using base products, it's been working out, although I will say I got pores, I have texture, especially around my mouth, and well, not pores around my mouth necessarily. Will products sit better with a primer or not? You never know. You never know until you put it on and then you're like, I'm screwed. Great, let's start over. I'm gonna go for a brush application today, and I'm actually going to dot it on and then go in with my brush. I feel like that's my best way of not getting too much product in one area, and I really just want a light, even layer. I want that medium coverage. I don't need it to be full coverage. That's the goal anyway. I'm gonna use the BK Beauty 113 brush. This is one I like when I'm doing a more detailed kind of blend, and I really just like to do my strokes down so that way I'm not like getting too much of my peach fuzz, you know, worked up. I really do think there's something to this foundation, and like I said, I've used it a few different times and I haven't quite had the magic of that first application, but I'm not ready to give up on it. You know what I mean? Like, I just know there's something. I just know there's a combination out there. I just need to unlock its potential, because an $8 foundation with a satin finish, dream. All right, here's the light layer. I'm gonna zoom you in. This is what it looks like on my skin. I feel like it's looking a little heavy around my pores, even like here too, in the middle of my eyebrows, but it's not the worst. It's really not the worst for me, you know, I don't know. But I do like the actual finish of this foundation. I'm telling you, there's something about it. So if you have ways you like to wear this, you have oily skin, you have textured skin, and you like this foundation, how are you making it work? Let me know. Next, for bronzer, I did pick up the Makeup by Mario. This is the Softscuplt Bronzing and Shaping Serum. This is the one that has like the pump and the doe foot, which I have to say the doe foot is a little dinky. I don't know how much I love it, to be honest, but I do think I prefer being able to place it down in the areas I want it. And this is such a light bronzer. It's gonna give you a more subtle, I feel like, sculpt than something super intense, which this is where it's like so confusing with the releases. I feel like it's simultaneously like clean girl makeup, but then like I see a lot of 2015 trends kind of creeping back, like highlighters being released. Like, we've seen so many highlighters released this year. I'm honestly kind of shocked about it, and I know I've been like, I want highlighters back, but it's kind of weirding me out. I'm like, what's going on? So this is the bronzer. As you can see, it's definitely more of a serum, liquidy kind of texture, and it has a little bit of glow to it as well. Like, it has that shimmery pigment in it. I wouldn't say it necessarily shows up like shimmery, but it is in there. It's very, very, very subtle though. I mean, at least the color I got. I think I have the lightest shade, which is fair. So I guess I could go maybe a little bit deeper if I wanted it to show up, but I almost feel like with some of Makeup by Mario's products, it's kind of the thing about them that I love, is that they're very much like a makeup artistry focused brand, in that it's more about technique and laying pigment skillfully in a way, but it's still pretty. Oh God. Oh, You guys, I don't know. Maybe the e.l.f. foundation isn't good. Maybe it's not good. It does not lay on my nose well at all. It's pore city. When I say my nose can be tricky, this is what I mean, okay? Here we are, close up. Hi, hey everyone. My nose and the pores, it's like the product of the foundation gets trapped in the pore and then you can see it's like each little pore is highlighted by the foundation. And I know I could use like a pore filling, but sometimes with pore filling, it also does that. So I feel like lately I've been not doing the primer, so it actually doesn't do this and there's not that barrier. Anyway, it's a whole thing, but I would say my nose is looking, you know, pretty horrible right now. Like, not my favorite. So there's that. There is that. But I have to say the Softscuplt of that bronzer, it is like subtle, but I think it's there. Like it definitely still did something. So I don't know. I'm like feeling that product. If you're into a more no makeup look, clean girl makeup, I don't know. Maybe you don't want to deal with like really having to blend out a bronzer or it looks like crap. I think that could be a good pickup or something to try out. You could also use it as a mix-in with things, kind of use it as bronzing drops in a way. So I feel like it's a nice multi-use product. And although it's a serum, I feel like it's kind of an in-between of the stick bronzers that he has and also the compact Softscuplt bronzer thing that came out, I think last year. That's like a cream, but it's a little bit more moisturizing and definitely has some glow to it, a little bit of dew to it, but it's really, really beautiful. And I feel like this is kind of an in-between moment in a way, in a different product form. I wanted to try the Refy concealer that came out and I picked up 2 shades because I could not tell online. And it says on here to shake well, so I want to make sure I do that. Shake before use. I'm assuming the product will separate if you don't do that, so I definitely want to shake it up. So that is number 3. Oh my gosh, it's liquidy. You gotta be careful. It squirted out, but and that's number 4. I think 3 is the better match. It's definitely more neutral than 4 is. That has more warmth to it. So I think I'm gonna go with 3 for concealing my under eyes. I really haven't tried much from Refy. I did try that mascara. You know the one. And if you don't know the one, I'll pop up a picture because it looks like this. Yeah, it's pretty intense. I like the doe foot on this. It almost is like flat. I don't know. It's just a nice shape for sure. I don't know how I feel about this concealer. I'm finally going in and kind of blending it out. It's not like bad, but I'm not like obsessed immediately. I tend to like something a little bit creamier with higher pigment, but that also blends out and isn't like goopy creamy. I know it's specific, but I guess blended out, it's looking okay. It's sometimes hard because what looks good on camera and what looks good in real life can be very different sometimes. So I'll definitely have to keep trying that out and see how I like it, because maybe it'll grow on me over time, but so far it's just kind of mid. I have some exciting blush news. Persona's launched 2 new blush sticks. They're Dream blush sticks, I think they're called. This one is called Georgia, which I believe these are already the pressed powders, so they're just now having a coupling of the cream to the powder. And then the other one is Carmel. That is so pretty. Look at that. Those are beautiful. I thought I would swatch them though, especially Georgia. I wanted to swatch it against the limited edition one that came out last year. So this is Bloom, which was also kind of peach. Definitely different though. This one has more orange to it and Bloom is more pink. And then I feel like Guava's also kind of close, so I thought I would swatch that. There's Guava, that's Georgia. Again, Georgia is more orange and Guava is more of like a terracotta, I would say. And then because why not, let's do Teddy as well. Teddy's like my favorite one. So there's Teddy, which is more of like a warm brown compared to everything. So for the color I'm gonna use today, I think I might go with Georgia just because I think the rest of my look is gonna be warm and I don't want it to clash with Carmel. I think that's Carmel. As you know, the blush launches this year have been intense. There have been so many. If you haven't checked out my video, I do try on swatches of like 64 different blushes. A lot of the new ones at Sephora. It was a journey for sure, but I do really love these cream blushes from Persona, so I'm excited to have new colors. And I like to take them from the stick and then apply them with my favorite blush brush. This is the BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy A507. I just feel like you have way more control by putting it on the brush first than you do swiping it on your cheeks. I'm liking the color. It's almost, I don't know if lighter is the right word, but it is a little bit lighter than I was expecting. But I think with the rest of my look, it's gonna look really good. So That's gonna be what I'm gonna put on now, but if I need to touch up, I'll add a little bit more after. What I really need to do is powder these pores, okay? I'm like sitting here horrified looking at them. So I'm just gonna take a small little brush here and kind of pat in that area so we can get something a little smoother than what we have going on. Okay, you guys, for the star of the show, we have the Patrick Ta highlighters. I picked up 2, almost picked up 3. There's 4 different shades, and these are duos, like the bronzers, like the blush. I am so excited for these because I know Patrick Ta can do sparkle. So, okay, good. I was like, please don't be shattered. Please don't be broken. I'm still using my holiday palette for like one eyeshadow. I love it so much, but this is my love. This is the lighter one. This is kind of the pearly white color, and there's a powder and a cream. I'm really hoping, I'm nervous. This cream, oh no. Oh no. This here, if you see this glossy little swatch, that's like the clear balm with a little shimmer. And then we have the powder highlighter here, which actually looks stunning. I'm very excited for that. I'm a little nervous, I cannot lie, cannot tell a lie, for this because it's feeling very lip gloss. It's feeling very Vaseline. It's feeling very sticky, ooey gooey, never dries down hair in your highlighter, hair on your cheeks. It's greasy. It's greasy. Okay. The other color though, I'm gonna stay excited. Stay excited. Ooh, it's the pink one. This one's called Baby. This one looks stunning. Okay, wait. I don't know. Huh. Okay. 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 Everything's okay. Everything's okay. It's feeling and giving a tutorial at this moment for me anyway, at least for my oily eyes, pore-ridden face, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is gonna work, but over here is Baby. This is the powder swatch, and this is the goop swatch. And I have to say, they are so similar. It's kind of hard to tell the difference. I mean, I guess My Love, I think it is a little bit more icy, but like honestly, I'm scared. So we're gonna put one on each side because why not? Why not at this point? Let's see what it looks like. But I am gonna look up how to apply them because I know with the blush duos, you're supposed to do the powder first and then the cream. So I wanna make sure if it's supposed to be that way, like different or whatnot. It says you can use them separately or layered together for Patrick Ta's signature glow. Use Patrick Ta's signature technique of layering cream over powder to melt formulas together. So I kind of want to do his signature. So I'm gonna do my Baby. I'm gonna zoom you in too. Hi. And I did not powder anything on like this part of my cheek when I went in to help diffuse the pores, although I don't even think it's helping that much. So here's the powder going on. So there it is. It's very icy. I don't know if I love it. I don't hate it in this moment, but it is very, very icy to me anyway. So that's it, just the powder. Now we apply the cream. I don't know if I should use the brush, but like I don't really want to use my fingers. Okay, I'm not gonna be scared. I'm gonna be brave. I'm sure this looks literally amazing when Patrick Ta does it. I'm sure it looks so freaking good, but I'm nervous for some reason for myself. Although it's not as sticky as I thought. I do think it's kind of letting some of that icy powder die down a bit and kind of melt with the skin. Like there's something to his technique. Do you feel like that transformed it? Because I really feel like it transformed it. Look at that. But I will say it's a little lip glossy. It's a light layer of lip gloss on my cheeks. Okay. So this is My Love. I think it looks pretty. I don't know. Let me know. Maybe on camera it's really highlighting a lot of texture, but I feel like the glow is very pretty. And I mean, as I have texture on my cheeks, we've established this at this point. Let's go for Baby. Because I feel like this pink one could be a little bit more blendable with like blushes and whatnot. I'm almost like maybe I should have used, like, these are all cool toned highlighters. And I'm kind of going in, I mean, they're highlighters. They're meant to be seen. So there is Baby. Definitely not quite as stark. It's an interesting, I don't know. Like in theory, these should be like my dream. These are my dream products coming out and I don't know. All right, I'm going in with the cream on top. So that's it. I do think it's a little bit more natural because it's not as cool tone. I'm definitely gonna have to keep testing these. I'm definitely gonna have to keep testing them because I'm like, it's just, it is leaving a tack on my skin. It's not like the most sticky, but I mean, the type of cream that is, I could tell it's not like a cream to powder. It is like a glassy, glossy kind of shine, which I think as a highlighter can be so beautiful. And if you have dry skin, maybe this is the exact kind of highlighter that you want. But I find it kind of an uncomfortable situation to start my day off and start my makeup with, because I do have oily skin. Like, my skin naturally just creates a sheen and shine and glow. And to start off with already something so tacky and what feels like movable, it's kind of a lot for me. So I don't know, guys. I think it's a pretty editorial look. I think there's a place for it. I don't know if it's part of my everyday makeup routine. You know what I mean? Like, this feels photo shoot. This feels model. This feels beautiful, which is Patrick Ta. I feel like that is the brand. It's glowy. It's beautiful. It's stunning. But I don't know. I don't know about for me. I don't know, because no. Okay, let's move on to brows, because this could go a lot of ways. I got these new Milk Makeup Kush High Roll Brow Tint, but the whole thing with these is that they're like a tubing brow product. So, yeah. Yeah, I have 2 shades here. I have Herb, which is like a brown, but like sometimes I just don't love a blonde on me. So I don't know, sometimes I just take the lightest brown there is and try that one out sometimes. So there's a swatch, but it looks pretty dark. I don't know if that's the one. So we're probably gonna go with MJ. This is what MJ looks like. And it is more, it's like a taupey blonde. This is definitely the better shade for me right now. So, ow, that hurt. They're all like spiky little things on here trying to get you a swatch. We're gonna try this out on my brows. I'm gonna brush through them first, just with a little spoolie, so there's not really product. And let's see, let's go for it. I'm going very light. I'm like holding my breath. One brow done. It's bad to judge one brow because it looks like so stark. Once I have both on, it's like a little more palatable. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This brow is getting a little wild. It needs to calm down, baby. Calm down. If you've tried this and you're making it work, let me know, because the idea of a tubing brow product I think is really cool, actually, because I've been loving tubing mascaras. They've kind of changed the game for me. I love that it don't get smudging. I love that it's easy to take off at the end of the night and it doesn't like get and run into my eyes. Like, there's a lot of amazing things about a tubing mascara. So the idea of a tubing brow product I think would be cool, but it can't look that much better on camera. But I'm getting, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm getting dingleberries. Like, do you see? It looks like I took mud and kind of put it in, and then some parts are dry, and I just don't know if that's the look for me. Maybe it doesn't look that bad on camera. Usually what I'll do, okay, I'll do my brows, put in whatever gel I'm using to tint the actual hairs, because I have very light brows naturally. Oh my god, this is bad. This is a disaster. I think I might have to take them off. I feel like it looks like a tangled mess. This looks like a tangled web. Okay, I'm kind of trying to shape them. I'm trying to salvage this. This is crusty. Oh my gosh. I'd be like out at lunch with someone, my eyebrows crusting off. A little bit of water gets on my brows, it just starts tubing up. But usually what I would do is I would do my brow and then I'd go in and kind of fill in and just give a little bit more shape and definition. Not my everyday vibe, you know? I'm not doing this every day. Is anything gonna work for me? It's kind of getting sad, guys, but we're gonna keep going because we have eyeshadow to do. Maybe you just blur your eyes and get used to the brows and it's not as bad. I don't know. I'm making the best I can out of the situation. I'm gonna lay down this shadow stick. This is from Jane Iredale. I don't know how I feel about the shimmer ones, I will say. The matte ones are really nice if you don't get creasing, because these do not set down, or at least do not really lock in place too much for me. Like, long term over the day, I definitely get some creasing, which I'm not always mad at, you know? But I have been enjoying this matte one, and they do blend out kind of into a powder. So I feel like there might be something with textured lids, especially if they're still dry. I don't know, but this is the color Alabaster. And I wanted to lay that down because I just wanted to get some coverage on my lid so that I wasn't going on straight skin, because I have discoloration, little spots, little veins, all that type of stuff. The real star of the show, these are from Persona. These came out a while ago though, and I was so excited for these, but I still have not even tried them. And they're liquid eyeshadows, which should I be trying a liquid eyeshadow right now with how this makeup's going? No, I really should not, but we're gonna do it. I have a game plan, okay? I have a game plan. Maybe it's not a good one, but it is a plan, okay? So these are the 3 different colors they came out with. Let's get a little swatch of the pink here. This is, oh, look at that. It's pink, it's purple. It even has what feels like a little bit of a golden flip too. So kind of a duo, almost multi-chromatic color there. This is the shade Pony, so pretty. Then we have Oro, which is a golden kind of color. That's it there. It also has some nice sparkle and shine to it. And then last is Belle. This is the darkest one. So I don't know if that's gonna be the best go for me right now. So it's between these two that I'm actually gonna wear. I'm a little wary of a liquid eyeshadow, okay? Because they can just be a little bit harder to work with, I feel like. You gotta blend them out quick. They tend to dry down, which can be great for a long-lasting eyeshadow, but depending, they can look a little scaly. Sometimes they can like dry weird on your lids and kind of look not cracked, but just kind of caked, I guess, on. That's something. So I'm really going in mindful of that being an issue and trying to avoid it and really get like a nice, easygoing, blended out, and I'm okay if it's kind of sheer look. That's what I'm hoping. But I am gonna put a little bit of shadow in my crease. I'm gonna use the gold palette from Natasha Denona. I think I'm just gonna blend a little bit of flesh. I just want a little bit of a transition, although I'm hoping the powder won't interact too bad with the liquid itself. I'm hoping I won't have to be as careful about blending out the liquid shadow. That's the plan. That's the plan. I think I'm just gonna stick with Oro right now. I feel like it's the safer choice, and I think we need a safe choice at this point. I think we can all agree. Let's do a safe choice. I'm gonna even use this Persona brush to put it on. So I think, okay, I think I'm gonna use the wand to initially put it on, only do one eye, and then go in and hurry and blend. So I really don't wanna get it on my lashes though either, because that can be kind of an issue. I'm using brush to get in there and blend, which I have to say, so far so good. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Really though, you wanna take your time and not, well, not too much time because you got to blend fast, but I just mean don't put too much on, don't cake it on, and also be ready to blend out. Don't do like both eyes at once until you've like played with the formula a bit. But okay, I think that actually blended out so well. I'm literally shocked. I'm literally shocked. I'm like, okay. Holding my breath. This color is very gold. I feel like the gold palette was a perfect companion, and this is also called Oro, which there's a shadow in the gold palette also named that because that's gold in Spanish, I believe. Anyway, I feel like that blended out better than I expected, and there is some like not chunky glitters in here or shimmers, but kind of, and I feel like I was able to really break them up and not get them to look scaly or cakey, which is like a feat. Let me tell you, okay? So I'm excited to see how that even just kind of wears. It does feel dry though right now, and I'm also excited to keep trying these on like bare lids or just primer and see how that works, how they look, how they blend. So actually like surprisingly good so far. It's topsy-turvy land right now, I swear to you. Highlighters love, not really working out. Liquid eyeshadows usually never work out, seem to be doing pretty good. I think I'm gonna smoke out my lash line a little on top. I'm gonna go into, I think, Aria here before I put my mascara on, just so I don't have to like wiggle my brush on my actual mascaraed lashes and mess them up. And I think I'm gonna take a little bit of that actually on the bottom lash line as well. It's a little bit of a golden look. I just did a review on the golden palette from Natasha Denona, so you can check that out. But in there, I kind of mentioned that these kind of golden tones aren't necessarily my everyday, but here we are back again with a second video in a row. Golden. Golden. I'm gonna add some mascara and then kind of check out what else I want to do with the eye look, if I want to do anything else. This one was sent to me from Iris&Romeo. It's the Lash Up Peptide Thickening Mascara. It's in black and it's hefty, man. So I'm excited to, oh my. This is an interesting wand. Let's take a look at this, baby, okay? It's kind of like a fuzzy caterpillar in a way. It's a little bent. The thickening part, I mean, I felt it when it came out. I heard it when it came out. Like, this seems like it will be thickening, so let's see how it gets on here. I feel like this wand's kind of big for me. Okay, for a weird mascara wand, I have to say, I feel like I'm getting some good length and definitely some volume from it. It's more of a dry mascara, so I feel like I'm getting more of like a feathery kind of look. There's almost this little like flat end of the wand, like this portion right there. It's kind of flat, so I can almost like push up, which I kind of like that shape. I have to say, I love the way this looks on my top lashes. I'm still wary about the wand. Like, it's a little difficult to use for me right now, but sometimes I just need a little bit of time with a mascara to really figure out how it fits in my lashes and, you know, in my hand and all that type of stuff. So I think it has some promise, but I do feel like I have a more lifted lash and kind of a fluttery look that I tend to really like in mascara. So I'm excited to try this. It's not tubing or anything, which I am very partial to at the moment, but I do like so far how that's looking. I was a little nervous about that. I'm telling you, topsy freaking turvy. You know, while we're here, let's have a little fun. Let's put a little bit of this on the lower lash line. I kind of just want to see if the applicator can do it. The pink seems more sheer than the other colors, which might not necessarily be a bad thing. I need a little more precision because how the pigment kind of covers the actual doe foot, it's not necessarily even on all parts. So using a brush and I feel like I'm getting better results. All right, it's a little sparkles, a little different. I don't know. I just wanted to use the pink and kind of add a pop. I'm excited to even just sheer this on the lid, like a quick look where you're getting a pop, a little sparkle, kind of sheer, and see how that looks. I can't say I love it on my lower lash line right now, but it is what it is. I did it. I think we're just on to lips. I feel like we've been here forever, so thanks for hanging out with me. But for lips, because I am a sucker, and this might be the last time, I don't know, maybe you guys need to be there with me. You need to be like my support group, be like, no girl, don't do it again. But this is the Gisou Coconut Frost Lip Gloss, or lip oil, I guess. Just pop my nail off, which these are the Glam. I think they're a newer collection, but I've had them on a while, so it took my nail down. Anyway, I can't wait to smell this thing. It's coconut. I'm so glad that they started scenting these different than the regular oil that they had because it smelled just so gross. This smells good. This smells like coconut. It smells like a little pina colada moment. I am going to show you guys that, but I do also want to put on iced coffee for you guys in case you were thinking about it. You want to see what it looks like. So I'm going to use a little lip liner. This one's from Jones Road. It is the shade Mauve. This is one of my favorites from them. And I'm just doing a light lip line. I love the way lip liner contours my lips. It looks so good. All right, here's iced coffee. Oh, this smells so good too. If you like the smell of the Tower 28 Dolce de Leche, this is very similar to that. As much as it's iced coffee, it really smells like caramel. It smells kind of like a maple donut. It smells so good. Here's a swatch of it on my hand. It's kind of light, but it's a light kind of mapley brown color. I don't know if it matches the look because these eyes are very, very, very warm. But this is so good. I've had to like stop myself from buying a backup, but I'm pretty sure it will. I know. I really try not to get sucked into backups. Let's put this on though. Let's see. I just left most of my lip line on. It's a little frosty. It looks like shine though, but it's also kind of frosty. I don't know, but maybe not too much. Let me know what you guys think. It does feel nice. It's not too thick. It's not too thin, and it's definitely not sticky at all. I don't think anyway. So that is it. And I guess I'll give you a swatch as well, although it's just clear with some shine to it. So I don't know how helpful that is. I do have the watermelon one that has shimmer in it as well. So I'll swatch that next to it. Is there a difference? This is the pink one. Very, very sheer. But I have to say flavor way, way better on this than even the watermelon because the watermelon still has like something going on. There's still something amiss. Like something's off. It's watermelon, but kind of stinky, but kind of chemically, kind of florally almost. Like, I don't know, perfumey. But this really doesn't have any of that. It's just a nice coconut scent. Thank goodness. But I'm gonna have to keep trying that one. I'm not opposed to it, but again, I feel like maybe it's just clashing a bit. If I had a more neutral eye on, maybe it would mesh a little bit more. But let me take my hair down. I need to take stock of what this all looks like. Okay, naturally I wasn't recording all my like kind of wrap up thoughts here. That's just the kind of video it is, honestly. That's just what it is. But it did give me the chance to look at the footage, which was really nice to kind of see how this actually is looking on camera compared to what I'm seeing. So let's just recap a few things. I have to say, first off, I'm just not feeling my skin at all. Like, I don't really like anything about it. I feel like my pores look pretty bad, not only in like texture, but just the way the foundation is actually sitting on my skin. I really want to make this work, and I'm telling you, I just have not been able to get it to look how it looked that first day. It was magic the first day, and since then I've just been chasing that high, to be honest. So yeah, I am gonna keep trying it. Give me your tips on this. I really want to make it work, but I don't know if it's going to. And that kind of goes with the concealer too. Just like in general, base products right now, I would not feel confident going out in this makeup at all. I would take it off and start over, start from scratch. I think it's fair to say, and I don't know if it's looking as bad on camera, but this brow product is looking like a disaster, a monstrosity in these brows. I'm telling you right now, it's really bad in person. I don't know if there's a way to make it work. Maybe if you have more brow hair, maybe if your hair is already kind of dark. Because my brows are so light, it's just more noticeable in my hair, and it was just hard to get it even. It was hard to brush it through without getting it on my skin. It just definitely didn't work for me, but if you're making this work, let me know. I'm interested still to get it off, but damn, these look bad. Yeah, I hate those. Maybe my technique could get better. Maybe I could get to know the product more, but on my brows right now, I hate them, okay? I hate it. These babies, let's talk about it. They are greased up. They are fingerprinted. I'm telling you, if these were at the scene of a crime, you're caught, you're done. These rat you out in a second. But these highlighters, I wanted to love them so bad. And you know, with the cream, I was taking a bit of a risk. I didn't know if it was gonna be this glossy cream that it actually is. I thought maybe it could just be a normal cream, you know? Even if it wasn't cream to powder, just something that wasn't so, I'm telling you, like akin to almost a lip gloss. It has like a lip, like I'm telling you, it feels like Vaseline without the stick. Like it doesn't have a ton of stick, but it still feels, I'm telling you, heavy and kind of tacky in a way on my cheeks, actually on my skin. It almost makes me feel a little flushed right now, to be honest. So I just don't think these are gonna work for me. I'm so sad. And these are expensive. They're $40 a piece. Another time I'm glad I didn't get another shade. Jeez, thank goodness. I think Baby right now is even sold out, and it might be the color I like the most. I'm gonna keep trying the powders. I'm not gonna like give up on them completely, but I just think going in with these, know what you're getting, okay? Know that you're gonna get a glossy highlighter if that works for you, if you have dry skin, if you like that kind of look, if you want an editorial sheen. I think it does look pretty. I think there's a place for it. But I will say, I love a lot of Patrick Ta products, and I think he's such a talented makeup artist. I like his products and the vision, but I think sometimes with his products, it's kind of this fantasy moment, and it's good to kind of break that down for yourself. Like, are you gonna look like the editorial beautiful model that he's doing the makeup on? I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be the actual reality, you know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. I'm kind of surprised by the liquid eyeshadows. I'm excited to keep trying them. Oh my gosh, there's like concealer. What's going on? It's a mess. Everything's a mess. I'm a mess. But these liquid eyeshadows, I'm actually excited to keep trying. I feel like this Oro color, it doesn't look as warm on camera as it does in person. I feel like it's pretty orangey, but I feel like it translates a little less stark on camera. The pink, I don't love under my eyes necessarily, but I also feel like this on camera looks a little like pink eye, so I don't think I'll try it there again, but I am excited to try this on the lids and see it kind of sheared out and see if that could be like a fun pop of color while still being a little bit more casual, but simple, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep trying those. I don't know though, guys. I feel like overall this was a bit of a disaster of a makeup application. I'm not in love with my whole look overall. Maybe one of my favorite products is the mascara. I feel like this kind of scared me at first. Like I took this out and was like, oh hell no, like this is not gonna work, but I actually feel like it did a really great job. So I feel like there's a lot of promise in this being something I really like with a little bit more time and use. So fingers crossed for that. Really the best thing in here is the lip butter and iced coffee from Summer Fridays. So that's the real thing I suggest actually in here. But otherwise, I'm gonna keep testing this stuff. I will come back to you, but in theory, I should have liked this. In theory, these should have been all the products. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're getting highlighters. A Soft Glam Satin Matte Foundation sounds amazing. Even the tubing brow product, like I'm down with, but man, it was a little scary. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless. Let me know if you've tried these products. Do you like them? How are you feeling about them? I would tread with caution, okay? I would tread with caution, but I'm gonna leave. I can't wait to get these brows off my face actually. So I will see you in my next video. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.